Rob Cross, I genuinely have no idea what he's going to do. He seems to have an A game that he can still call upon.
100.
But there is seemingly no B or C game. It's just really, really good or pretty poor.
$98.
He's been practicing a lot in the lead up to this, and it's something that he hadn't been doing in the lead up to the Premier League. He just had a new baby.
40.
He hadn't really had the motivation, but he's been back on the practice board, putting in several hours each day. So you're thinking he's going to come here and look sharp, but he's had a couple of second round exits and looked really good in certain games,
82.
parts of games, and then just been meh. So
59.
These two both have plenty of work to do over the next 3 days. They certainly have the talent and the ability to do it. Treble 20 leaves tops for Rob Cross.
105.
That will do nicely to leave himself on double 10. Adrian Lewis only just halfway down from 501.
140. Game shot.
And double 10 is there. That's a 16 darter. Not bad. 1-0 to Voltage, the man from Sussex.
95. $46.
128 players here today. 16 boards of action, 8 players per board. Each board plays down to a winner. So you have 4 first round games, 2 second round games, and a board final. And whoever wins your board, you go through to the last 16. Play down to there. And we have our winner. Somebody picks up £10,000 in ranking money.
81.
Damon Heta quite keen to point out he got the ranking points yesterday.
58. $100. 128.
Decent use of the 18s there from AD Lewis. He's himself 80. There have been flashes from Adrian that suggest something really good is coming.
100.
But they're only flashes at the minute. World Match Play quarter-final played some really good stuff there.
Game shot.
And that's really good as well. That's a 14 darter. 80 taken out with no bother at all. We have a level game at 1 apiece, but I know we're only 2 legs and you can't really be looking at averages and going, well, this isn't good enough, but they're only averaging around the 90 mark.
129.
When we know that when these guys are firing, they can put 20 points on that.
$85.
Adrian Lewis did make a semi-final in the very first Players' Championship event
59.
of the year back in February. And then he'd been regularly making last 16s and things like that. Quarter-final at the World Match Play.
123.
Yeah, he's there, he's going to be a threat. But being a threat isn't what Adrian Lewis has been for the vast majority of his career.
120.
One of the players, the main guys.
100.
Level pegging in this third leg. Who's got the better setup shot from here? Possibly Rob Cross after that dart.
140. $96.
Looking down the board, because that'll leave double 18, of which he's so fond.
Game shot.
Yeah, very nice. If Rob Cross is hitting double 18, you'd better worry.
134.
Settling into a nice rhythm this game. It could lend itself to excellence. Seen Rob Cross at the Summer Series make a final and hit a 9-darter. It's similar to Adrian. I mean, obviously,
100.
Rob's struggles, such as they are, have not been as long-running as Adrian. It's only really this year
174.
things haven't gone well for him. Last year, won the World Match Play and the European Championship.
100.
Oh, yes, AD.
177.
Yeah, lovely. 174, 177 to leave 16 after 9 darts. This is jackpot.
60. Game shot.
Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. 10-dart leg from Jackpot. We've got a game. We've got a game. The first couple of legs looked a bit sort of hesitant, but as they've settled
96.
into this pace, Adrian Lewis might be settling into this game.
131. 140.
See, the technicians amongst the darts world would eulogise. They'd write great long sonnets
100.
to Rob Cross's follow through and how so straight and true, and helped him turn bad darts into good darts sometimes as he went on to become the world champion in his debut year.
57.
But it's that same follow through, or that same action, which seems to have held him back this year.
45.
Seen him dragging darts down. I mean, it still looks good. You can see there, I mean, they're all good darts.
100.
A little bit unfortunate, the last one.
$100.
Lewis ready to pounce if Cross can't take the 108. Another one in there, well, in the 19 anyway, leaves double 16.
Game shot.
Oh, lovely stuff. Well, I have to say, this is turning out
78.
better than I feared it might, because having seen the results from these two guys the previous 2 days, 2 first-round exits for AD, 2 second-round exits for Rob, and, I mean, Rob Cross had a good game against Luke Humphries, who's 5-0 up in that, playing brilliantly, and then only won 6-5. Only an 80-odd average against Ross Smith yesterday, an 85 average and losing to Larcher the day before.
140.
I did fear we might get a substandard display. They appear to be bringing something like the best out of each other. Look at this.
177.
This is wonderful. 2 world champions showing some real class on the board.
60. $100.
Well, a chance here for the first break of throw. Rob Cross smashing in the trebles to earn himself this opportunity. Adrian Lewis still averaging over a ton here, and yet might find himself 4-2 down.
59.
Well, he does at least get the maths right. He leaves himself 164. It's a shot. Oh, drags it. But compensates well. Makes up for the error. Double 12 the target for a 12-dart leg and a break. Oh,
Game shot.
right in the corner. It's a beauty, though. Rob Cross, 12 dart leg, 4-2 he leads, 100 average for voltage, 101 for jackpot. But one of them will be going out in round one. And as things stand, Adrian Lewis might be about to suffer a third first-round exit in 3 events
180.
at the Autumn Series, because Rob Cross, his tail is up.
140. $41.
And he backs it up with a 41.
$42.
Somebody walks away from this game with a defeat, but it's one where they're going to be able to say, you know what, I played well. There's positives to take from that. But both of these guys have had to do that far too often over recent months.
43.
They are guys who want to be winning titles, who expect to be winning titles, and expect to be at least challenging in every tournament they enter.
62.
Walking away going, oh, I played well, I was unlucky, having another early exit, not even reaching their board final.
$100.
They will not settle for that, these two, but I'm afraid it's going to be the situation for one of them.
139.
Starts from Adrian, leaves himself a one treble finish, albeit an awkward one. Rob Cross was looking at the 57. It would have been 48-32 after that, I think.
49.
18 for tops.
98.
Oh, and he doesn't give it enough. And Rob Cross should at least get a dart at the bullseye here for 5-2. It's better than that. It's double 14. Oh, double 3.
Yes. Yep, 6 left.
Well, not the first time that we've seen him stick one in the corners, but he's got away with it 2 previous times. Double 12, double 18. He does not
82.
get away with it this time with the double 11, because double 3 does not come to save him. Long way off. Great
Game
adjustment.
shot.
Adrian Lewis breaks back. This game is still alive. Rob Cross, 2 darts missed at double 14 and then double 3 for a 5-2 lead, and it might well have been a decisive lead.
99. $80.
Couldn't follow that second dart. Results coming in already. Ian White, a 6-0 winner against Nathan Derry. Nathan Aspinall, yesterday's semi-finalist, a 6-0 whitewash against Karel Sedlacek. And Jose de Salso, a 97 average and a 6-1 demolition of Robert Thornton. Adrian Lewis now has hit his first 180.
140.
Can he turn the tide in this game?
44. 21.
Well, that is a visit that just doesn't fit in to this game. It's been good quality.
95.
Well, now 140 or 180.
100.
Just the ton is probably not enough. Does he go 16 and bull? Now it's double 9.
Game
That's
shot.
very nicely done by Adrian Lewis. He flirted with the idea of not going 16 and bull, but he got the treble anyway to get a dart at the outer ring. It is 4 apiece. We have a level game, both men averaging in the mid to high 90s. Rob Cross has the advantage of throwing first. He holds throw twice. He reaches round 2 for the 3rd consecutive day and condemns A.D. Lewis, the 2-time world champion,
57.
for a 3rd consecutive round 1 defeat at the Autumn Series.
$84. 125. $133.
Oh, strong leg on throw for Rob Cross, just to try and shut down
79.
any discussion about an A.D. Lewis completed comeback. The Rob Cross roots. Oh,
132.
that will set him up on double six for a 13-dart leg. A demoralising one as far as Adrian Lewis is concerned. He'd won back-to-back legs, played some
85.
decent stuff to restore parity, and Voltage is looking to just shut him down. Double three again. We've been here before, Rob.
Game shot.
But this time he pins it. 15-darter in the end. Rob Cross one leg away from round two. Adrian Lewis needs to win the last two legs of this game.
180.
That's how you start. Only his second 180 in this game. We're in leg 10. Adrian Lewis averaging round about 100 and only hit two 180s. Kind of shows how
43.
generally good the quality of play has been without those trademark barrages of maximums that Jackpot can produce.
100. $100. $57.
Well, Adrian Lewis looking very good to take us to a last leg decider. I think it's what this game deserves.
180.
Tap on the shoulder from Rob Cross, not down to a finish, but he's going to be after his next visit. Pragmatic move from Lewis not to go for the 54 and bullseye.
100.
Although he only ends up on 64. He could have used the bullseye there to get himself down to 59 if he'd hit the 25, and that means 2 darts for the leg when he returns.
59.
Not as much pressure as he would have liked. Now 57, so double top for AD.
44.
Again, he's just pulled it low. Rob Cross has left 119, which is not the greatest of leaves, if we're honest. That leaves the bullseye.
Game
And
shot.
Rob Cross
and the match.
left
Rob
an
Cross.
awkward 119 and proceeded to take it out on the bullseye to condemn Adrian Lewis to a third consecutive first-round exit at the Autumn Series. Rob Cross and AD Lewis have both had their struggles of late, but that